And now the word groupings. These are in alphabetical order so that you can find them later. They are not in the order in which they come into the passage. So let's start with at one time. So we're using the figure 1 there, and in this case it's not necessary to circle the 1 because it's part of the grouping. But I have included next to it at any time, so that you can see how important it is that the 1 looks like a 1 and is upright. Otherwise it would look like at any time, which is an at, an A for any, and the M underneath for time. Moving on to better than, I've included more than and often than, where we raise the N for the word than. Can expect, if you just slope the CN blend for can slightly so that the P can cross it to make the XP, which is the special outline for expect, we've got that word grouping can expect. And then if you add the S outside the angle and the V so that you've got a sieve, you've got can expect to receive, missing out the word to altogether. As we do in word groupings, it is possible to recognise them without the very minor words. Next, for the first time, we've used that one again, for first. Great deal, where the T of great also works as the D of deal. I can think, we write I can ink. Is that it is. That's a great little phrase, is that it is. Keep practicing it so that you can write it with speed. It has been. And then the intersection of PL for people in phrases like many people, some people. More likely, we kick the L out of likely, both at the beginning and at the end. So more and then KI. More or less. After the M, the L goes upwards. So we miss out the tiny word again. We would miss out the or and we write more less. 9 or 10, 2 or 3. Once you've written the first figure, keep the pen on. Write an R for or and then the other letter without lifting the pen. So you could practice this for 9 or 10, 2 or 3, 3 or 4, 4 or 5, etc. A lovely phrase here is second hand. Now, we're writing the H for hand, but we're sloping it the way the A goes. Second hand. And I've also included there something that's not in the passage, but which shows how we also use it in on the other hand. So just an O for on, just an O for other, and then that sloped H for hand. So it's sloping because the A follows H in hand. Next one, short time. The T of short is also doing the work of the T of time. And we could have just disjoined the M underneath it, but it's just as quick to keep the pen on and to put the I indicator in. There is no doubt, one of my favourite phrases, there is no doubt, making that THR blend, S inside the curve of the N. I always put the O in the word no or not, but it isn't totally necessary. You are looking, another kicking the L out of looking. You are K-ing for you are looking. The sense of the sentence will tell you what it is. And finally, the simple little phrase, you will. And the way we extend it here for you will be able to.